Howdy folks, and welcome to another GameSpot live stream. I'm Maxwell McGee, here with Chris Zimmerman, one of the many founders I've discovered of Sucker Punch.
Yep.
Sucker Punch. And today we're going to be checking out InFamous Second Son. You excited? Thank you so much for making the trek down here to come hang out with me on the couch.
It's our game. It's on a TV.
I know, and it's so close to release too, right? You guys are in the home stretch.
We're weeks away from having people play. I'm so excited.
But before we get to that, I have a special announcement. We're giving away a Delson Rowe, who's the main character from the game, statue, which if we cut to the statue cam, holy cow, there it is right there.
That is one awesome
looking statue. You can win that bad boy if you stay tuned to the end of the stream. Follow GameSpot on Twitter at GameSpot and use the hashtag GSSecondSon.
They're looking at it on TV and they're thinking, that's an awesome looking statue.
Yep.
But we're seeing it close up.
I know, we're seeing it in real life. And
even
it's
more
magical.
awesome than you can imagine.
So be sure to stay tuned into the stream. Follow at GameSpot. Use the hashtag GSSecondSon. That's S-O-N, not S-U-N, because we're not on Tatooine. And now we're going to dive into the game itself. Chris, you want to set up what we're about? Well, hold on. Let's pause here. We don't want to talk over the cinematic. And then we'll set up what we're saying.
Hey, brother, what happened? Oh, you did good. You did good, buddy. Come on.
Two brothers here.
Get up.
Delson Rowe, our hero on the ground. His older brother, Reggie, here, helping him up here.
I know just where to find this. Somewhere where Augustine won't find her. She won't be hurting anybody else. Hey, no. She's just killing drug dealers, man. Killing. Delson. Murdering drug dealers. What do you think I'm doing to the DUP? What you have to save the InFamous back home. She stays free. No. Dude, no way. Look, just because you have the same affliction, not gift, affliction, doesn't mean that we're gonna pick up every little piece of trash we find. Look, I'm never going to abandon you, all right? Not ever. This one goes in a cage. Hey!
All right. Okay. Now we find ourselves in a real bad scene. So how do we want to play this, Chris?
I don't know. What do you think? I mean, on one hand, maybe you could.
No, we're gonna start. We'll start with the good side.
That's some crazy 3D technology going on there.
I think today we're gonna show you folks both sides.
That'd be great.
Of this story. So we'll start with the good side, and then we'll do the evil one.
Should be my
I want to have an
responsibility.
impact on the story, right?
Yeah. So responsibility is not exactly something
you
you
decide.
excel at.
You know, you're the player. Delson gets to decide. Is Fetch someone that can be redeemed, or is all hope lost? This kind of depends on how you play as Delson too, right? It's part of Second Son. You are deciding whether you're a good guy or a bad guy. Are you going to use your powers for good, or are you going to use them selfishly? And having that interaction happen with Fetch as well, it's fun. You get to make that sort of decision for her as well.
Let's talk.
Plus purple hair. So,
yeah, you gotta love that. Alrighty. Okay, now that the talking bits are out of the way.
Yeah.
What are we about to see here?
Well, we're going to see some action now.
Wonderful.
So one of the things that happens in Second Son is that based on how you play the story, whether you're a good guy or a bad guy, what decisions you make during the story, the game's going to play out differently.
Okay.
And one of the ways in which it plays out differently is there are branching storylines. So here you're going to see what happens with Fetch if you have Fetch, you choose to redeem Fetch. If you are playing as a good guy and you want Fetch to end up being a hero as well.
Oh, face the danger alone? Gee, that is good news.
So Fetch is going to team up with you in a little bit, but here we're just going to kind of have some fun with the neon powers. In the game, you get you have more than, you're not a superhero who's restricted to one thing. If you played the InFamous games, Cole was primarily an electricity guy.
He liked his lightning.
He did.
Also, just to point out, first guy we walked past, holding a cup of coffee.
He is, because it's Seattle.
Just saying.
It's Seattle. You'll see some umbrellas too, it turns out.
I'm going to drain a little neon here while we
Yeah, do that. So Delson has the ability to absorb powers from other conduits. So from Fetch, he's kind of stolen the ability to use neon power. So there you saw us drain neon power from that sign, and then we're able to actually use those powers. Oh, no. So
and I'm also actually able to get shot in the chest as well. All right, let's see if I remember my training.
Oh, there you go. So that's a little bit of the karma system coming into play there. You'll see that you chose to take out that guy kind of in a good way, where you didn't kill him, you just kind of restrained him by hitting a weak point on his body. And when you did that, you'll see something we haven't really shown so far, which is how it plays into the game. You'll see a little meter in the upper left that's a bomb with segments on it.
Yes.
Whenever you take care of a bad guy that way.
I'm going to do my best.
Yeah, there you go, there you go. Oh, there you got another
one.
one.
There we go, nab that guy.
Now you got 3 bars there. There's actually a fun way to do this, which is if you find somebody and if you use L1 on one of these guys to throw a sort of, yeah, that's right.
Yeah, he knew what I was doing. He knew what I was doing.
Out of the way. There you go.
There we are.
Yeah. Then
and then I like lift him up and fetch.
Oh wow, cool! Look, he's putting in the water. That's great. That's number. Oh, there's another example.
Here's this guy. He's
done.
a
good guy or a bad guy?
He's done. We'll just subdue. We'll just subdue.
So you always have that choice when you're playing the game. You know, even if you've chosen to be a good guy.
I think there's a guy.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. You have a choice about whether you're gonna take each of these little decisions you're making as you're playing the game. You're gonna be a good guy or you're gonna be a bad guy. You always have that choice as a player.
Yeah, because the previous InFamous games, they would sort of put you in a situation where, you know, it was like a yes or no question. You want to go the evil route or do you want to go the good route? And then it was very that was very separate and divorced from the combat itself.
It's one of the places where we thought we could.
Here we go. This looks like a good spot.
There we go. Now there's something awesome that's happening, but we're not quite ready to show everybody the awesomeness. So you're going to get a screen
blur. So there's an
blur.
extra amount of screen flare going on.
There's a little bit of screen blur going on here that's not in the real game. So this is our.
I can guarantee, having seen it without the screen blur, there's a lot of shooting of lasers and subduing of people.
There's neon awesomeness going on behind that. So, but that's really kind of the mechanic of those big powers, what we call ionics.
Okay.
Where you have this sort of god hammer you can call down at any time, and you earn that right by being a good player or being a bad player. So since you restrained a bunch of guys, that gained you the ability to fire off that huge radiant sweep ability. It just wipes the screen of bad guys. But you had to work for it. You weren't just handed that. You actually had to work for it.
Yeah, I guess I'll show that off a little bit in the next fight here. Like what happens if you screw up and accidentally kill a dude when you're trying to be a good player.
So here in this mission, we're tracking down all these
drug dealers.
Drug dealers,
I believe they are.
Fetch has got a thing about drug dealers. I won't go into why. It's part of.
Well, I mean, do you really need to have a thing against drug dealers? They're pretty much. They're kind of a negative force across the board.
They are, yeah, but you're going to be pretty mean to them.
Okay. Okay. Snatch that guy.
Oh, there we go. Oh, there you go.
Oh, I weasel out of it. But these two guys look awfully ready.
There we go. Now then you can it floats them up on the screen.
All right. So see, like I've got my first little meter of good karma there. Pick up another one. Pick up another one. Now, what if I decided this guy, he's giving up?
Oh yeah.
But no, you're done. I'm gonna bisect you right about the torso and then
surrender denied.
Surrender denied. Shut down, friend.
And you'll see that you lost all.
Yeah, and I lose all of my
stacked up good karma. So remember that when we come back to this, we'll play this as an evil player later, and you get a really different feel. One of the things we wanted to do with the game was change it so that if you were playing good, you're playing evil. It wasn't just that you saw the story branch or just that you had different powers. That clearly happens again in this game. We wanted it to really feel like a different game if you were playing good or evil, where you really just approached every situation differently.
Whoa! Almost. Almost landed in the drink.
Jump in the water. Go ahead, jump in the water.
Okay.
Jump in the water. Oh, that's our new feature. You don't die. Yay!
Water doesn't instantly kill you. This truly is next gen, Chris.
Groundbreaking. We could have never done that on the PlayStation 3. We actually went into our first focus test, and you still couldn't swim. And one of our first focus test bits of feedback was a guy said,
"Please add swimming."
Okay, Delson Rowe grew up Native American.
Yep.
Grew up in a village on a beach next to the ocean.
But he just never got around to it.
So we were like, yeah, you're right. That was too stupid. So we changed it. You don't die from water anymore. So.
All right, so we found our next shipment of drugs, and we
steps like this, we're moving the industry forward.
There you go. Mark our next houseboat here.
Oh yeah, actually, there's something to do. Yeah.
Oh, right. Because
it turns out. Yeah, we're talking over all the voiceover.
We do not wish to harm the hapless civilian.
The hapless semi-civilian sex workers.
And there she goes. Straight back to the drugs.
Exactly.
If that's what you got to do, if that's what you got to do, lady.
Yeah. So
have fun with this.
So we're marking all the houseboats. Delson's a graffiti guy. And I see a lot of these.
And he enjoys
they're
graffiti.
Fun. Isn't that funny?
Cute little puppies.
They're cute little puppy holding a target.
Oh, so this is also something to point out. So like this guy,
Yeah.
I didn't shoot him in the leg. I didn't shoot him in the
Nope.
head.
Occasionally, you
Like,
get
is there
opportunities.
just like a karmatic? Is that even a word?
Karma-
A
it is
karma
now.
neutral
It is
way
now.
to just take people down?
Yeah, absolutely. If you just shoot guys as a good player, well, we've established that it's okay for you to shoot them. They're the bad guys.
Okay.
So yeah, that's sort of a karmically neutral thing, to just shoot the bad guys. If you use melee or any of this cool stuff, that's not moving your meter one way or the other. It's as a good player, you have to dispatch these guys in one of the kind of approved ways where you're not really killing them.
Okay.
So.
You have a way of stated intent.
No, it's
as
not
it
quite
were.
clear who does the bad guy cleanup in this neighborhood, right? So you run away and you leave all these guys all trussed up in neon rope, and apparently someone's coming around and picking them up, and like because you come back later and they're gone.
Oh, well, you know,
Something
the
happens.
police
It's like
they
Disneyland,
have
right?
you know their Dells and Row task force.
Exactly.
They got to go and they
It's
got
like
to clean
on
up all
road
the
duty.
neon
They have them
stuff.
on road duty, yeah. So
How
then
do you
if
get neon off of a person? I wonder.
It's a good question. It's an unanswered question.
One of life's many mysteries. If you folks out there are just joining us, I'm Maxwell McGee. You're tuned into a GameSpot live stream where me and Chris Zimmerman from Sucker Punch are playing through some infamous
Look at
Second
those
Son.
crazy water
And we are trying
reflections.
to take down these drug dealers in a non-lethal way because we are playing through sort of the good Delson Row
the
right now.
path. Into
We'll
the
see.
water
We'll
with
see the
you.
evil Delson Row later. He tends to be a
little
bit more
more-
chaotic.
A little bit more ruthless.
We'll say a little more ruthless.
bloodthirsty.
There's a lot more people exploding.
So if you play through good, the focus is precision. You're careful. You take your time a little bit.
You don't want to cause like a bunch of collateral
No,
damage
not really.
and
You know,
stuff.
you don't want to hurt innocent civilians. As a bad player, you don't really care. And in fact,
It's just like this guy. This guy does not care.
I'm not quite sure. He's pretty chill.
He's just
isn't
like,
he?
look, whatever. There are drug dealers on the boat. You took care of them.
You know,
What's the problem?
You want to hear the fun part? These guys are actually all scans of actual Seattleites.
Oh, are you serious?
Yeah, we had an open casting call. We actually had people from Seattle, a carefully selected swath of Seattle population, brought them into our studio, 3D scanned them, and put them in the game.
Oh, that's so cool.
Yeah, it's
so
really-
authentic.
It is, that's right. Well, you're making a game that's set in your hometown. You kind of have a duty to do it right. So, a little bit more spray painting.
Here we go. I think we're marking our last houseboat here. And-
Another whimsical target.
Back here in the warehouse.
Coming.
of course we do.
Delson's got a bit of a sense of humor.
I'm gonna try to get this guy with the charge shot. Bazoomba!
Nice, into the
See
water
ya, buddy.
with you, buddy.
So now I've just sort of been running through, just like firing off my powers all willy-nilly.
Yeah.
But that's because I have a little bit of a crutch since we're
Yeah.
playing this demo. Like in the real version of the game,
Yeah.
you're not gonna be quite so infinitely powerful as you are
Well,
in this
yeah,
one,
you
right?
have to. I mean, one of the things we turned off here was that we're not making you run back and charge up again. You just need to find any neon sign in the game. So you like run over. There's some things over there, like there's an anchor over there. You can go drain from that.
I can tell you. there's a
Whoa,
lot.
dude,
boats over
you're
here.
getting tagged.
Okay, nope, forget
Run
it.
away, run
forget
away,
it.
dash, 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 circle,
Things were
circle,
bad.
circle.
Things were bad. Things were bad, but now they're good again.
So the things that's different about this game,
A lot of snipers.
from previous Infamous games, or really third-person action games in general, is that
gonna
we've
stand
really,
up there.
we've really cranked up your mobility in the game. So you really have this dash ability you can use anytime. And so whenever you feel like you're in danger, you can dash away from it. So you just have much more mobility than the bad guys do. So you can use dash to get into a mess of guys, and then you can use dash to get out again. And it really changes up how you play the game. You know, most third-person action games kind of have to be careful. And, like, you're going to dash away. So, like, dash, dash, dash. Hit
I'm
circle.
taking cover. I'm taking cover. I'm taking cover. I'm taking cover. It's cool. I just have to get this guy.
Yeah, there
Leave
you
me
go.
alone. Okay.
There you go.
I'm just gonna rest here for a second.
I had it under control.
Oh, there's a guy behind me now.
That's
Come
right.
on, dude.
And so
This
since-
guy, he's getting the headshot because he came up behind me. I'm sorry,
So-
dude.
oh,
See you
obliterated.
later.
So since we knew that you had this level of control,
Mm-hmm.
the fact that your mobility gives you control over any situation, you can get in, you can get out. It lets us crank up the difficulty a little bit. You know, we can create situations that are hard to deal with unless you remember, oh wait, I've got this
Oh,
mobility.
wait, I can just
that
run up a wall
I can just run up a wall
and just take out these snipers
Yeah.
in close range.
Yeah, it puts you as the player kind of in control of the situation. You know, you're not really. A lot of games, you're kind of creeping forward, right? You're walking up
Yeah.
a tube.
Sticking to cover, move and
Exactly.
shoot, move and shoot.
And here, as Delson, you're really dictating terms of all these engagements. You fight when and where you want to fight. You're not. You don't have to listen to the game. The game's just there. and you're deciding where the fight's going to happen.
Now we saw a couple of. Oh, I'm sorry, dude. No, it's cool. It's cool. We can hug it out. It's all right. We saw a couple of. I think the DUP are onto me, as it were.
You, I believe.
I'm curious to know since. Okay, so I was fighting those drug dealers, right?
Yep.
And then the DUP shows up. Will the DUP also get into a fight with the drug dealers? Will it turn into a three-way brawl?
It can. You know, there are lots of different factions in the game, and sometimes unexpected stuff happens. You know, people will start fighting. You've got the drug dealers, you've got police, you've got the DUP. You've got lots of different factions in the game that, you know, sometimes they're working together, sometimes they're working against each other. So yeah, you absolutely will see fights happening.
Okay.
Most of which you're part of, but sometimes
of course.
not. Yeah. You tend to be the troublemaker in this game.
Yeah, could you just like stumble upon like some kind of turf war happening out in the world?
Absolutely. And sometimes that's part of it, right? I mean, that's part of the karma system. You know, as in past InFamous games, you get the ability. We give you opportunities to do, you know, good acts and evil acts. And so, you know, breaking up a drug deal might be a good act that you do. And the police are also kind of incented to do that. So you might, you know, break something up with the help of the police sometimes.
Okay.
If you're a good guy. So
you can sort of curry the favor of the police over time.
Kind of, yeah, a little bit.
All right, so I'm taking the long way around to get back to Fetch over here, because
well,
the DUP, we're going to have the place on lockdown. I think we're going to see a bunch of them in the evil Delson Row path here in a second.
So this is actually, we just saw, I mean, if you've played the InFamous games before, it's one of the big differences here is you get, in past InFamous games, it would have been fun to climb up that building, but it would have taken you a while, right? Now with this neon ability, you can dash wherever you want, whenever you want. You know, you're really.
But only if you have neon active.
Yeah,
like
neon,
if I had been
right.
Smoke, I think Smoke. It seems like Smoke is more vertically oriented because you can go to those air vents and shoot yourself up
right?
in the air.
Smoke, it's about kind of short bursts of horizontal movement, and then you use the air ducts to get to the top of buildings. Neon is more free form. You can kind of go anywhere you want. So, and you can actually see the rest of Seattle in the background, right? You can see another whole island over there. That's all stuff that you can.
I know. Can we run all the way out there and go visit that?
Absolutely. That's just another part of the game world.
Probably moving some stuff to their main location.
All right.
We should follow them. Let them
I think it's blocked off in the demo. I don't think you'll be able to get over here now, but you absolutely do in the game.
Oh, right. Yes, I remember this. I played this part before, and I almost messed it up the last time. So hopefully I will not mess it up this time.
Yep. So here we're following a truck.
And yeah, I could, like, I think we just ran past the smokestack there, so if I really wanted to, I could have switched to the smoke power.
Yeah.
But I'm going to stick with neon for now because I have
a good choice here.
I have a bit of an easier time, moving horizontally from rooftop to rooftop using neon, as we can see Fetch doing right here.
It's kind of fun, you know. Delson gets its powers from these other conduits, these other people with superpowers, and he got the neon ability from Fetch.
And I did not do as impressive of a job running at the building as she did.
She was graceful.
Yes. I'm just a big oaf.
So when we were doing Delson's abilities, we wanted them to be similar to Fetch's, but not exactly the same.
Okay.
You know, so there's certainly, you can tell that
the two of you both put your own little spin on
There's a little bit of Delson in there too. So Fetch is a little bit more bouncy, a little bit more graceful. Delson's just kind of powering up, kind of more swoopy.
All right.
So you see Fetch did those big jumps.
I know, I was thinking I could do that too, and then as we saw a second ago.
Well, we tried that, you know, we tried it, and what we ended up being more fun. So you actually can do big jumps like that, but the focus is really more this sort of fluid, just kind of driving around, going up buildings, going over buildings.
All right, I think we're totally going to ambush these dudes down here.
Yeah, I definitely do the drop, so jump and then square.
Okay.
Yeah,
Cowabunga dudes!
Boom!
Oh, I feel like that just mostly just drew attention to myself. They're just like, oh, hey, buddy.
Big entrance.
What are you
Style
doing over
points,
there?
my friend?
That certainly looked impressive,
well,
but,
it's enjoy your powers, right? I mean, that's kind of what we're going for here. We're trying to, do it. Down on
You want me to just do it?
Yeah, drop the bomb.
Woo, just clear it out. I know, that's what I'm saying. It had the thing. Did you forget that
we're just teasing
the privacy flare is on?
We're teasing the internets. The internets are going to be
He's doing that. He's shooting lasers.
Oh, man.
Every which way.
You know, here's the thing. This is the hard part about being at this part of the process. We've made a very explicit decision to keep things secret in the game, right?
Yeah.
And the reason isn't because we're bad guys. It's because we want you to be surprised when you're playing the game, right? We want you to see things for the first time and be, wow, I didn't see that coming. we felt like, you know, on InFamous 2 especially, we told people, we were so excited about the game, we told people so much about the game that when the game came out and played it,
They were like, oh yeah,
there were no
there's
surprises.
that and that.
Yeah,
and
there's
that.
nothing new. And so this time around, we made a decision early on that we were going to actually hold stuff back. We weren't going to show everything, so that when you played the game, you'd be like, oh wow, that's cool. You know, I didn't expect that.
Play a
but it
little
was
closer
cool.
to the chest. As
Absolutely, and it's hard though, because you know we're so excited about everything in the game. We know this stuff that's awesome that we're not showing, and it's hard.
And you
to
want to
talk
tell
about
people
you
so
You want
bad.
to talk about it so much, and you know it's not the right thing to do. So,
All right, folks, well, if you're just joining us kind of in the middle of the stream now, I'm Maxwell. This is Chris Zimmerman from Sucker Punch. We're checking out InFamous Second Son, and we're about to see, we just finished the good playthrough
That's right.
of our demonstration with Delson Rowe. Now we're going to see the evil playthrough, but before we do that, I'm hoping we can get another shot of that action figure cam over there, because you folks at home can win this Delson Rowe action figure at the end of the stream. One lucky winner
that looks big.
will have
like-
it sent to them,
That
because
looks like
it's massive.
12 inches tall.
I don't know if it's quite that, but all you got to do is follow at GameSpot on Twitter, use the hashtag GSSecondSon,
You know, I can't really.
and tweet at GameSpot, and we'll pick one of you guys, and you'll win
Each
it.
of those links is individually molded. That's
Okay,
a real chain.
that's enough of the. Okay, enough. We're talking about the chain on the action figure. Let's jump back into InFamous Second Son, and this time we'll see the evil.
Now, are you an evil player or a good player? When you play through, are you evil
Oh my
or
god,
good?
I'm always good. I
Are
can't.
ya?
I always think I want to play evil.
Yeah,
like I
yeah,
want to
yeah.
see, you know, how it plays out and stuff. Like I want to be the badass or
Yeah,
whatever. But when it comes down to it, I'm like, no,
You're a good
I
guy.
feel too bad.
You know, that was
It
really.
I die a little inside whenever the evil option comes up and I take it.
When we started working on InFamous, when we decided it was a game about choosing whether you were good or evil, we didn't know what to expect. We thought that people would play evil.
Really?
We thought that would be the common choice. You know, if you think about the stereotype of gamers, right? You're like, oh well, of course people want to be, you know, I don't care about this.
Yeah, they just
you know,
want to go around
badass.
throwing fireballs and
Exactly.
causing destruction every which
It
way.
was really interesting that when we looked at the data after InFamous 1, we found like 70% of people played through good. And we were like, wow, really?
I thought it
And you
at
went
least
back-
would be a 50-50.
You would think so, but it wasn't. And it's, you know, in some ways, I think that's our measure of did we do a good job or not. You know, if we did a good job, then you kind of felt like you cared.
Yeah.
You know, and that kind of brings out, I think, people's, you know, kind of inborn need to be a good guy, right? To do the right thing.
Yeah.
And if we hadn't done a good job, I think it would have been more 50-50 thing, or maybe towards the evil. If you thought, well,
if it
whatever.
didn't really, if it
Yeah, it
truly
didn't
didn't really matter either
Yeah,
way.
But, you know, it's interesting that it does matter to people.
All right, let's see how the good route plays, or the evil route plays out.
Oh, really? So Mr. Freewheeling Badass finally wants to take on some responsibility. And for what, huh? A bioterrorist with a body count?
I love you, Reg. Don't make me break that handsome nose of yours.
That's how you know you really love somebody.
Why?
Yeah.
When you don't want to break their hands.
If she becomes someone's father tomorrow, or mother the day after that, you're the one that allowed that to happen. You're
Buzzkill here.
He
Reg.
really is. It's all the red
Wow,
lights.
that's beautiful. That's beautiful. So the thing that's really fun for us about this is that the actors, Troy Baker and Travis William, who play Delson and Reggie, the two brothers in this story, are actually best friends.
Oh, great.
So Troy was best man at Travis's wedding. And in fact, Travis is married to Laura Bailey, who plays Fetch.
Oh, wow. So
yeah,
it's all just, it's all coming together.
It is, and it's you kind of get that, right? It's one of the things we think we're able to do a better job on in this game is letting you feel a connection with the characters. You know, the technology's better now, lets us do a better job on the cutscenes, and the actors had a real natural rapport with each other because they've been friends forever. And that really came across in this natural byplay between the two brothers when they're playing the game. It's really cool.
Just do a little edge surfing right here. Something
Yeah.
that I thought was interesting that I wanted to point out is that now that we're playing evil, you'll notice the insignia on the back of our jacket has changed.
It has.
Now the
appearance
red
changes.
eagle is consuming the blue eagle, whereas before
is.
the blue eagle was consuming the red.
Wow, you're good at picking up on those details.
Detail. Somebody might have told me that.
Okay, let's do something here. Jump up and then do a square to do
Do
a
the
comet
jump.
drop.
Oh,
Yeah,
you're
yeah,
gonna
right
make
here, right here,
you're
right
gonna
here.
make me just. Oh, wreck your
All
stuff!
comes down.
Broke your stupid stuff.
That's
Just
my
one more
favorite
for
move.
good measure there. Oh, we're still in neon. I definitely want to show some smoke this time out.
Okay.
So let's I think what we're doing here, if I remember correctly, I'm just gonna leave. I'm gonna break your bridge and then
we'll
just take
give you
off.
ways to go. Eventually it'll bail. So.
All right, let's find some smoke and then
Rooftops. Go to a rooftop.
Rooftops are good for smoke. And then I think we're breaking up like a conduit protest.
Yeah, there's a sort of an anti-conduit organization who want everybody with superpowers to be locked up. You know, this game takes place 7 years after the events of InFamous 1 and InFamous 2, where people with superpowers, conduits in our world, as if I actually live in this world, right? So
you have been working on the game for quite a while now, so I wouldn't hold it against you.
About 7 years, actually. So, you know, they caused a lot of trouble, InFamous 1, InFamous 2. I mean, so here's the trouble. We set off a nuke in the middle of InFamous 2, and that was not the most destructive thing we did, right? So, just to set a scale. So, not surprisingly, there are some people who really think that conduits are a problem and need to be locked up. And so here, we're
and now we're just sort of reinforcing that.
We're reinforcing that by killing them all. So.
Oh, stop.
I can't go through there.
Can't go through that bus stop.
So now, with smoke...
Oh, this dude keeps jumping away from me.
I know. So once we give you mobility, we have to give...
See that? See you later, bud. That's my favorite part so far. You just... The
stick.
execute, because I thought it was going to be something terrible, like you like rip their heart out or something.
this guy
But no,
did
you
it.
just...
Boom.
Boom. See you, buddy.
Yeah, we've got some horrible ones too, but that's the normal one. So you got Fetch along to help. She'll take out some of them for you.
She Kamehameha that dude. Okay, she's headed that way. I'm looking for the streams.
Yeah,
Like, where's
follow
the streams?
Yeah, not an accident that those stick around, it turns out. Oh, you should go through the thing there. Like there's a little vent right down there.
Oh, this guy.
dash
Yeah,
into
this
there.
guy.
So that's what you do with smoke. Zoop. And
You
up
pop
you
out the top,
go.
and then you can get you a little boost there on
That's
your
a little yeehaw
glide.
moment for everybody. Oh, I think this is turned on. You want to see something cool?
Yeah, what do you got?
People have discovered this
do you
yet. Go up on top of one of the buildings again.
All right. Oh, crap. I just came from one of the tops
Yeah,
of the
it's
building.
never very hard to find.
Let me
these things.
find...
There it
Here
is.
we go.
Okay, now get up to the top.
Okay.
Okay, now go back down to where you just came out.
Oh, okay. This is like off of the building? You're just
No,
messing
right
with
there,
me.
right there.
Chris.
That guy
Okay.
right there.
Okay.
Okay, now dash over the top of that. Boom!
Oh, and it just like propels you off the
Yeah,
top.
it's
I
like
thought
a
it was going
kicker.
to pull you back down to the
No, that wouldn't have been.
Pow!
This would be cool. So,
Okay.
because we really want, the InFamous games have really always been about movement. this
Yeah,
sort of
mobility.
fluidity and just flowing.
Grinding
through the
across
city.
power lines.
Yeah, absolutely. And we wanted to take that and just blow it out on this one. And so we've taken off a little bit of the straight jacket that you had on the powers last time. We had these super cool grind wires, but
wonder
kind
which
of had
one
to
of
look
these is
around for
closer.
them.
I'm going to commit to one here. I'm sorry. I'm talking
it's all
over you.
good. And so now we give you that sort of grind wire experience, but really you're in charge of it now. I mean, you get to decide when and where you do it. You can always do these sort of super navigation moves.
Oh, well, okay. That turned out to be counterintuitive for what I was hoping, but at least this guy.
Yeah, sure.
Oh, I guess he got alerted to me. I was going to try to sneak up on him. Oh, what is this now?
Oh, you let some guys out. So they've locked the DP has locked up.
Locked up
that
this
was
poor
a good,
guy.
It was a good act. But this
Oh,
game
I'm
is
trying
a-
to be evil. Oh, wait a second.
So that's the thing. Is that you
Maybe
don't
I can
have to.
surprise, buddy.
You don't. If you want to do a good act as an evil guy, you ought to be able to, right? I mean, it's not like you just want to make one choice at the beginning and say, "Hey, I'm good or bad."
And then just be locked into it.
Yeah, you
forever.
you want to have that. I mean, it's not like real superheroes, again, as if they actually existed, aren't faced with a series of choices over and over again, where you have to reaffirm that you're a good guy or a bad guy. Same thing here. And if you're an evil player and you want to let some of your fellow conduits out, that's fine. You can do that. It's not a problem. Now, as an evil player, again, it's a difference between an evil playthrough and a good playthrough. If you're playing evil, you want to do a good act once in a while, no problem.
Or
So
you can just focus
that's
on
right.
burning
Oh.
people's faces.
Oh, that
Do
looks-
not
that
voice
looks
your opinions if they are different from
painful.
mine. Especially you.
That looked painful.
No, you totally wreck up a dude's face. So something we should point out here. Yeah, talk on the kill count I've got going on.
Oh, that's right. I forgot all about that. That's kind of the whole point of this. So,
Kind of running low on
when
protesters.
we talked,
Here- oh, here we go.
these guys, yeah. So here, remember when we were playing good, the point was precision. Taking care, no collateral damage. Make sure that you're making sure that you're taking guys out humanely. You're neutralizing them without necessarily killing them. And here, when you're playing as an evil player, it's really more about going on these rampages. And so it's about killing guys quickly. So finding a bunch of guys and just taking them out. And so you might try. Oh no, we've got that turned off. You're doing the right things here. These guys are very mobile, though.
I know
so
these.
It's gonna be hard to
These
take a lot of them
earthbenders
out.
we're up against right now.
Here's a little trick I like to call laser.
Very original fetch.
Oh, there, execute that guy behind you.
Where'd he go? There he is. See you, buddy.
So you'll see the star fly to the screen. Oh, now if you get him couple more guys. Oh, one more.
No, wait. No, I think Fetch killed him. There he is, right there. Get that guy. Get that guy.
There we go. Oh, we're there. Oh no, it's
Not quite
7.
yet. Okay.
Oh, no.
Hold on. I remember one of my favorite things about this is that so you build up your meter by killing like mission-specific
that's
targets,
right.
but you can
keep it running.
sustain your meter.
Yeah, by killing just civilians.
If we just kill some civilians.
Oh,
And look,
you're blipping
we
though,
have
you're
a
blipping.
we have a cage of civilians right here, just fresh for the murdering.
There you go.
Okay,
nice,
there we go.
Nice. Good act.
Hold
but so there, like if you're an evil player, it's okay to do a little good act once in a while. It won't ruin your even so you're flashing again. You need to find a victim.
I know. Come on.
You need to find a victim.
Those bombs.
Where are the civilians when I need them?
Blowing up cars is evil. There's civilians in cars. Come
there we go.
on.
There's a guy running.
Oh, there you
no,
go.
you're flashing,
I'm
you're
getting
flashing.
distracted. Get that guy.
Oh, there we go. Now kill him.
I lost. No, I've lost it.
Oh, bitter.
We couldn't. But
Well,
then
we
if
did
we,
anyway.
is the karma bomb for evil?
It
Even
is,
activated at this
so
point?
with the karma bomb, with the smoke bomb there.
Actually, I'm going the wrong
Yeah,
way.
the smoke bomb there. The way you use that as the smoke player is
buddy.
it's kind of different than.
Hey, buddy, where are we going? Going out for a jog?
You're ghost riding that guy. You're ghost riding the car there. That's too cool.
I'm sorry. I get distracted. easy.
So that was cool.
That
though.
was good.
That
Hey, he was
cool.
just going out for a jog. You know, he had
Cool,
his
emergent
coffee. He was all
behavior.
amped up. He was ready to go. He didn't want to get rained on, so he decided to go jog in the tunnel. He's a smart dude.
So the grenades are a little bit different in this game. Most
Okay.
games you use grenades. They're metered. You do a lot of damage with them. You kind of save them. Here, they're actually kind of part of. They're your entree into the karma system. They actually put people in a coughing state where they're vulnerable
like
to you
this
going
guy
up and
here.
doing stuff. Yeah. So and you can
Vulnerable
use
to
those
head
as-
melting.
Yeah, you can use that.
Uh-oh.
One of the bad guys
Yep.
just locked you down. You can always dash out. So, spoiler.
Spoiler alerts. Or we'll call them pro tips.
Pro tip.
You can dash out of
Oh, you are
Earthbender
doing
lockdown.
damage here.
I'm doing damage, but I'm also taking a lot of damage.
Yeah, that's okay. That's the neat part about this, right? You take damage, and then you can just dash away. You're really never in over your head. You can dive into sort of combat situations, pick a fight, and then just dash away. So,
Talking with some other team members about the game, one thing I know you guys are trying to accomplish
Oh,
with
there you
Second
go.
Son is, can I fly away from this? Yes, I can. Is sort of keeping it from being that stick and move style that we were talking about earlier. Like, it seemed like a lot of previous Infamous games was you'd run into a combat situation, you'd fire off your biggest attacks, and then you'd go back and recharge and, sort of rinse and
that guy
repeat.
just tagged you.
He did. He tagged me in a big way.
Yeah, and that cover-based shooter is really fun,
Sure.
We've all played games that we really liked that were like that. But we wanted to do something different for Second Son. And once we got going on this and we had some of the dash moves working, we're like, wow, that is cool. And it's different. It's a different sort of experience. Oh, yeah.
Okay, all you
This guy.
haters.
Oh,
There you
I think
go.
Fetch stole my kill on that one. I was going to
Oh,
melt his face
that was not
because he
good.
kept catching me. Okay,
There's
here's
another one. There were 2 of them around. Wow.
I did finally build up my Dark Karma Bomb.
That's
though.
right. Now you got a Karma Bomb. Oh, and this one will show. So go ahead and drop. You can light that puppy off.
This guy is going to get it.
Oh,
I hit the
no!
signpost. Here, I'll just do it over here. here.
Oh, I'm glad we didn't cancel you there. Oh, that was between the monorail. That was a
There we
pro
go.
move,
Pros.
man.
Totally intentional, too. Did
Wow.
not accidentally do that
Wow.
without thinking about it.
Boom!
Kablam!
It was so loud, it went quiet. That's how loud it was.
It went full circle, back to
Yeah,
quiet.
You wrapped it around.
All right, I'm not fighting this second wave, guys. We got another protest to ruin.
We gotta go. We gotta rain on some parades over here. Which is a great segue.
Oh,
Complete accidental segue.
speaking of raining on parades, I want to know where you're
Notice
going
how-
with
Oh,
this.
hey, that's the Space Needle.
Hey!
Look, Ma, it's the Space Needle.
Look at that.
Hey, that's pretty. It actually looks like the Space Needle. We actually had to negotiate with the Space Needle people.
They're Space Needle
Yeah,
people?
they're Space Needle LLC.
Were they really like?
They were cool.
Do you
They were
have to
chill.
make sure you have to have the exact proportions of the
They
Space
were,
Needle?
they were good. And the Science Center. That's the,
Oh,
so
yeah,
this is
there's
like
the-
we're playing tourist here. Hey, let me take you, show you the sights in the
And
city.
over here on your right,
Yeah,
coming
the
up,
real
you will
one
see.
the real Science Center not fortified. That's how you gotta tell. in the real game. But that's in fact the Pacific Science Center. I've been there many times. There you go. DP is turned Seattle into
Peace and order.
Uh-oh. Oh, bitter.
What?
Bitter.
I left the mission, Jack. I was going right there.
Got to paint within the lines.
Oh, no.
Hey, we're hiding the loading screen. Do you see our picture-in-picture here? It's like we're the loading bar. I think we should make a game where I was the loading bar. And they would just have me talking over all the loading sections.
That might be too much fun.
Yeah.
I don't know if we can have that. All right. I've got my neon powers again, so I can get back out there pretty quickly.
This is another thing we did, actually. If you remember the parkour in Infamous 1 and Infamous 2 with Cole, with Delson, you actually move about twice as fast when you're doing the parkour stuff.
Interesting.
So
why the change?
Well,
is the world larger to compensate, or
no,
is it just more of a
really.
what feels fun?
It was really more about what we wanted Delson to feel like. We wanted the sense of recklessness to him.
Okay.
That he's a guy who just kind of headlong dashes into every situation without really thinking about it.
Much like how I have been.
Just kind of, not worrying about the consequences, just kind of diving in and sorting it out. And we wanted that reckless abandon to come across in his moveset.
Okay.
So we took some of the things, some of the same sort. Oh, yeah, this would be a great comic drop. Yeah, drop it.
Bazooka!
Yeah, that's right, baby.
Activists, the activists were silenced.
Yeah, permanently silenced.
Silenced in a very technicolor fashion.
We gotta blow up some cars.
I know.
Blow up a car, like hold R1, hold R1.
Oh, you want to do the big shot?
Yeah, do the big one.
Hold on, that car was already kind of blown up though. Let's find this guy. Oh, come on, dude. You're doing science over here.
Oh, yeah. Oh, you got a big guy behind you.
I know, big machine. Oh, okay, never mind. We'll blow up cars in a second. We'll also execute that guy in a second.
Tough.
This machine gun. I remember this machine gun guy. He's no joke.
Yeah,
I gotta get some distance.
He's not screwing around.
All right, this time we're going for obliteration headshot.
Oh, nice use of cover.
Gotta use the pole.
That was emergent, baby.
I gotta thin the herd a little bit before I can deal.
Yeah, it's kind of funny in this game.
Deal with this
we focused on. Oh, you're good.
I know this guy.
You're good. Now use your charged up art. Oh!
I was like, I'll go in for the melee, and he was like, I will too.
I don't think so.
I will too. Okay, never mind. Change of tactics.
Yeah,
back to the pole.
Plan B.
Back to the pole. The pole was good to us.
I do the charged one. This guy's tough. Oh, that was good. Like charging and then ducking out. That's a nice move. Oh!
Taking those bullets though is not the best move.
Oh, yeah.
His little buddy over here.
Yeah, that's right.
Enough of you.
And this kind of thing, you kind of want to have to come up with a strategy, right? So it's like, I'll take out the little guys, then you can focus on the big guy.
Is he charging?
Oh, there we go.
Oh! But he put up the wall.
Oh, no,
and I can't get to him. I gotta get around. I gotta get behind. Okay.
Oh, you're almost there. Oh, no. Almost.
To be fair, that was the first time I've seen him do that.
Oh, that was cool, though.
So.
He went all concrete on you, man.
Will the car explosions damage him?
Absolutely. It actually does a ton of damage.
So that was almost a good idea.
Yeah, it was a great idea. Don't stand too right near a car.
Oh yeah, he'll do it too.
Yeah, he'll do it too. Oh, did you get him? I think you got him.
He's down. Okay.
He's down.
Woo!
You're victorious. Oh, you want to see something cool? Let's go find. They're like cars. They're all little hatchbacks that have neon underneath. Go find one.
Oh, and you can draw it out of. What about this guy? What about this guy? No, not that guy.
We might have to wait till we see one.
You know what?
They're rare. I'm liking real life.
I'm out of steam.
Oh, no.
I don't have enough for blowing up cars.
Yeah, so occasionally you'll have to go. But you just, that's the thing. It's modern elements, right? So when you're in the game, if you want to get more power, it's not like you have to look for something magical. It's like, where would a neon sign be? Well, they're going to be on businesses. So go down to street level and find a neon sign. So
this looks pretty neon over here.
Yeah, I don't know if that was a fish
No, that one
like
looks more fluorescent.
That fish looks like neon.
Oh,
man!
I want to look at the signs.
What a buzzkill!
What's the second part to this mission? I don't think I did. I haven't because we totally talked over.
We'll get there. We're gonna go cause some. We're gonna. Oh, this is it. You're there
now. Right, this one.
Fight your way through the tunnel.
Fetch ran off ahead of us.
Oh my gosh! Panicking civilians.
Panicking civilians! Don't panic, people. Your hero is here to help you calm down.
One of the things that's cool about Infamous is that as you play through the game, if you're a good guy, people react to you as a good guy.
Oh, really?
So people come up and take selfies next to you. People will cheer you on. They'll come up and want to shake your hand.
But if you're a
as
total
a bad
jerk,
guy, they run in fear. So you haven't had enough time in this to really build that up. But eventually, you'll get to the point where everybody that sees you runs in fear.
I was like, oh, I should build up my Karma Bomb before I get into this fight. But if I remember correctly, since we are in a tunnel, and the Karma Bomb is a jumping move.
You don't want to do it right here, but at the end, you got a good opportunity. So.
I'm going to switch it.
Ooh, back to smoke.
Because we were doing some smoke earlier. And
there we go. Oh, no,
look at this guy. Look at this guy.
Oh, that looked like it hurt. That's going to leave a mark.
Here we go. A little bit of asthma for you guys.
Oh, there we go.
And batter up.
I think that, if you'll watch them here, now that you've gotten your sort of rampage streak up, they don't just die. If you watch, this guy's actually going to explode.
Oh, they're going to...
They pop like balloons.
Where's this person?
Needed for help.
Oh.
Can you offer any, without any spoiling things for the story, but why the DUP have access to conduit-esque powers?
Oh, that's a good question. Well, from a practical standpoint, the game wouldn't be fun.
Yeah, if you were just mowing down,
mowing
down hapless humans.
It's and you want to mix it up. In this game, all the bad guys have at least some superpower. That was like the weakest bad guy in the game. Just put a big hurt on you, right?
Yeah, put a big hurt on me, big way.
And we can
get
do
the
that
guy.
because you can always dash, right?
Okay.
Because you can always get yourself out of trouble. It means that we can, even the lowliest bad guy can actually do some damage.
Yeah.
It's fun. You just crank it up. You crank up the difficulty to match the powers, and you're so powerful in this game that you want to make sure that the bad guys can keep up.
Can give you an adequate challenge.
Otherwise, you're just mowing them down. That's not any fun.
All right. Now, if I remember correctly, we have to bust through this barricade.
Oh yeah, blast it.
Oh, here you might. Not the minute.
I don't know what that's going to do. You might need some. Oh, that worked.
Ta-da!
Oh, she broke it for you from the other side.
And that lady was like, yes! Yes! I knew hanging out around here was a good idea.
Yeah.
Yeah, this should be pretty easy for me to do.
Oh, here we go. Here we go. I'm giving up. It's all over.
I don't think they
What's going to happen to poor Delson? This might be the end, folks.
Boy, have you guys got the drop on me.
Who wants a high five? Everybody? I've got high fives for everybody.
Yeah. There's a sound bug, unfortunately, fixing it again. Whoa! That even looking. You're natural.
I was ready.
You can steer, by the way. You can steer into him.
Oh, what? No.
Steer into him.
Here we go. I got a little bit closer.
That is cool.
Bada bing.
I love that move. I love that move. That's great. And you'll see that there's all the swirly bits whenever you pull off one of those.
Is that the technical term? The swirly it needs to have more. Can you put more swirly bits
exactly.
in there,
we say swirly bits more in our notes.
Big circle.
But we wanted to feel like after you did something awesome, that it's not like you did something awesome and it's just gone.
Yeah.
So you see
There's
not
the sizzling, the after effects.
Not only all the debris around, all this devastation you just wrought.
My name is Abigail Walker, but my friends and enemies
like
call
something
me
big
Fetch.
happened. Something cool happened here.
A storm just passed through, as it were. All right, folks, thank you guys so much for watching. That's been our look at InFamous Second
What'd you
Son.
think? Was it cool?
It was awesome.
Did
it was super fun
Did it
to play.
feel different playing good and evil?
Yes, it definitely, because like you were saying, the good side of it is that you have to be more calculated, more precise. And if you're evil, you just toss grenades and melt faces.
And you're like, where's the next guy? Where's the next guy?
Where's the next guy?
Yeah. It's super cool.
And we were totally giving away that statue that we showed earlier on Statue Cam.
That was awesome.
Hopefully one of you guys are going to be able to take that home. And I actually have a special statue-related announcement for you all. We've actually got 2 more statues.
Wow.
We've got 2 more statues in reserve. I didn't want to, put all my cards on the table right at the front. So if you didn't win the first statue, do not fear. You have 2 more chances to win.
Did we tell people how many of those there are in the world?
Oh, no, we didn't.
There are 150 total in the world.
So exclusive.
You could have one of them.
If you folks want to win one of those statues, remember, follow at GameSpot on Twitter and reply with the hashtag GSSecondSon.
Sweet.
And follow, and they'll, of course, there's some rules for how you win it as well. And if you follow Ask GameSpot, they'll bring you all up to speed on how to enter and win.
Cool.
But that's my part. Chris, thank you so much for flying down, showing off the game.
Absolutely.
Remind the folks at home when it's coming out.
March 21st.
All right, congratulations.
Absolutely.
I'm sure you guys are pumped.
Yeah, time to take a nap. So.
I know. You're almost there. It's almost done. I'm Maxwell McGee, and for everybody here at GameSpot, I'm saying see you next time.